Welcome back to another video, everyone. This video is like a roundup of things that have happened online over the past week. It's probably going to be called something like This Week on the Internet or something. I know it's extremely generic. There's probably at least 1,000 other people on the platform that have the exact same series with the exact same name, and probably 1 million people that do the same thing with a slightly different name, but it's an unoriginal idea, so what can you expect? Starting off with iDubbbz. iDubbbz released a new video about a week ago titled something along the lines of I miss the old iDubbbz, and it was sort of like an apology video to people that he's made videos on in the past, especially his Content Cop series. Now, I've never been a big iDubbbz watcher, so I really don't know the extent of who he's made videos on and what he's done in those videos. All I really know is he used to be quite an edgy YouTuber who's grown up since then, which makes sense, and now he kind of just wants to apologize for some of the stuff he's said in the past. I remember watching the videos that he made on Rice Gum and Leafy specifically, but a lot of people were upset at this video that he made. For me, it just seems like he's grown up from that edgy phase, and he's apologizing to people that may have been harassed over his videos that he made on them. Especially back then, if you made a video on someone, they would definitely get harassed in the comments section. It still happens now, but 2016 YouTube was a wild time. I guess the reason people are mad is because he deleted his old videos. So he's not just apologizing, but he's also deleting the videos, which a lot of people discovered his channel by. A lot of people love those videos, and that's probably why a lot of people are mad. At the end of the day, it was 7 years ago. He's grown up since then, he's changed, and he feels like he wants to apologize for those things, and I just think that's fine. So from my perspective, I don't see what's wrong with the video, but I think deleting the videos is kind of pointless. The videos exist elsewhere online. It's not like they just have been wiped from the internet. They've been up for what, 7 years? The amount of times people have reacted to them, downloaded them, reposted them, I don't see the point of getting rid of the videos, because they still exist and they're still people's favorite videos. I think it's okay to apologize for them. I don't know, it is what it is. I just don't see anything wrong with his new video. That's my opinion on it. The next thing that happened on the internet this week was the TikToker Mizzy getting arrested. So you've probably heard of this over the past few days because it's been huge. A lot of YouTubers have made videos about him. He was on the Piers Morgan show as well, and this whole incident went viral. But in case you didn't know, Mizzy is a TikToker who makes prank videos where he goes into like McDonald's on a bike, or he'll go into like a fast food restaurant like KFC or something, and he'll jump over the counter and go into the back. I don't know, I don't even see the point in it, but he does that on video and people find it interesting or funny, I guess. Well, in one genius prank that he did recently, he walked into somebody's front door, just walked into their house, went and just sat on their sofa, like it was like a couple in there, and I think they had kids, and the woman was yelling her husband's name, like, because, you know, they've just walked into their house, they've got kids. But yeah, they just walked in, made themselves at home, put their feet up on the sofa. Personally, I don't see what's funny about it, because when you think of a prank, you think of like a funny reaction or outcome or something, but that you're just scaring people and just invading their privacy. I don't understand what's funny about that at all. Then you've got another prank he did recently where he walked up to an old woman sitting on a bench with her dog. He goes up to the dog, starts petting it, and then he picks it up and runs off with it. And then, yeah, he comes back eventually, but he could have gave the old woman a heart attack. Like, if I saw someone pick up my dog and just start running, which wouldn't happen, by the way, my dog's a big boy, I'd probably have a heart attack. I'd be chasing at them with my heart pounding out my chest. But of course, this is an older woman and she can't really just get up and start running after him. Well, he got arrested for that video, the home video, or they were looking for him and he turned himself in, I guess. And of course, he's already out now. He's been on the Piers Morgan show where he made himself look like an absolute idiot. I don't even recommend watching it because it is so embarrassing. But yeah, that was the whole Mizzy situation. There are so many ways and so many different pranks for you to get views on TikTok, and I just don't think you need to be doing all that. Next up, we have the metaverse. Now, I've not spoken about the metaverse in a while, but recently they did a fashion week, like a fashion week. I'm just disappointed.
Last year, participants bought 7,000 wearables for their avatars, averaging around $10 per sale. An e-outfit can easily cost as...
They did like a fashion week in the metaverse, and this looks terrible. Like, it looks absolutely awful. It looks worse than a mid-90s MMO. It's funny because a lot of people that are behind the metaverse or think that metaverse is like, you know, something cool, are like people that are older. They're like in their 50s. Do they not understand like that the metaverse to most people looks shit? Like, they're talking about this like, oh, you can buy skins and like dresses for your characters in the metaverse. Like, yeah, we play video games, like, we know. And video games look 100 times better. And one of the whole interest points of this is, oh, you can get characters, you know, and you can buy cool outfits for your characters. Yeah, you can do that in games. But unlike the metaverse, you actually have a game that comes along with it, you know, something to do in the game, content to do with your character, you know, with the cool outfits that you've got for your character. I just don't get it. I think the more I consume of the metaverse, the less I understand. That's what it is. God, it just looks awful. And the people talking about it, they speak as if it's revolutionary. It's not. No one gives a flying shit about this stuff, seriously. And you could say, you know, that the metaverse looks bad because it's virtual reality, it's VR, but like VR chat looks way better. So that happened this week. Very exciting stuff, eh? And lastly, the Sony... Hopefully next week my fucking neighbors finish building their gym so I don't have to do videos in this god-awful noise. And lastly, of things that happened on the internet this week was the Sony PlayStation Showcase, which disappointed a lot of people online. A lot of people were looking forward to this because it was a 1-hour showing of PlayStation games. There were a lot of big games there, don't get me wrong, a lot of big reveals. But I think the reason a lot of people were disappointed with it is because there wasn't much about actual PlayStation games there. A lot of the stuff there was third party that are coming to other platforms as well. A lot of it was CGI and not much gameplay for certain reveals. But generally as a showcase, you know, there were a lot of big things there, but it just disappointed people online. I guess you can never please everyone. Right, I'm going to wrap this up because my neighbors are going to actually drive me insane. Don't get me wrong, I know I just sound like a little YouTuber complaining because people are doing other things like real world things. But will I still get annoyed when their drilling machine interrupts every sentence that I speak? Yes, of course. But they were the 4 things that happened this week on the internet anyway, so we are actually at the end. I was thinking about making an individual video about each one of these things, but I just didn't think it'd be long enough. I thought it'd probably be 2 to 3 minutes. So I thought, you know what, let's just do this week on the internet. And honestly, I might continue it. I might, like, you know, keep a note of the things that happen and maybe make a video at the end of the week if they're not big enough to make a whole video on. Let me know what you think about it either way. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you all in my next video.